All right, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between, I believe this is Chaemiko versus Mango. Chaemiko spawning as the red undead player over here on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left, we have Mango spawning as, no, it's Chaemiko spawning as the blue human. I thought I heard some noises in the background that may had to pull my attention away, but that is currently not the case. What's going to end up happening? All right, my daughter Aria is so excited to see what's going on here. Now, huh? So, yeah. So, Aria, what heroes do you think we're going to see in this matchup?
Lich.
You think you're going to see the Lich? Do you think it will be a Lich first, or do you think it will be...
Well, in Wisconsin, since I saw, it was most likely Death Knight, then Lich.
Okay, so you think it's going to...
Death Knight, Pit Lord, Lich, or Death Knight, Lich, Pit Lord.
Oh, Pit Lord. Oh, and it is going to be the Death Knight, so it is going to be a Death Knight. What do you think the hero for the human's going to be? Huh?
Most likely Archmage.
Archmage, let's see if you're right. Yep, it is going to be Archmage versus Death Knight in this matchup.
Death Knight is like a Death Knight Archmage.
No, they are not. Even though they're both riding horses, they are not the same. I'm teaching her well. Yes, I try. Anyways, I don't know if Warcraft 3 is still around for Aria as a professional esport in the years to come. I would be quite surprised. The real-time strategy genre isn't as flashy as all of that first-person shooter, but then again, execution and aiming, I don't know, just like shooting guns doesn't seem like my cup of tea. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Does MK have an advantage over AM on opening and expansion? I wouldn't say that the well, Archmage MK see, here's the thing. Seeing a high level MK is scarier than seeing a high level AM. But having a high level AM has much more utility than having a high level MK. It's one of those paradoxes that gives tension to Warcraft 3 and makes the game so interesting. You see a level 5 MK and you're like, okay, I gotta be ready for any heal, any potion of invulnerability at pretty much any moment, because if things can go sideways quickly. The water elemental, come on, no denial by Chaemiko. Mango getting a free bit of experience right there, and is it gonna try to get that other one right there, going after some more units and doing exactly that. That water elemental, I believe, is gonna time life out as the Death Knight still going after more units here. But level 3 Archmage with water elementals, very useful for taking down or giving range units. They are very powerful indeed, as we've seen. Are we going to see who's going to get the experience? Yes, Chaemiko gets it there. And also that level 2 Brilliantora. Thank you, Timber Owl, for the follow. As, well, peasants are going to get killed by the Archmage with a bit of denial. Chaemiko now retreating back here. No, wait, are my colors wrong? Yes, my colors are wrong. That's why I am confused. Chaemiko should be red. All right. Heading back off to the north here. Mango now making its way back off to the north. One Illusion, Death Knight, one Crypt Fiend pushing its way back. Meanwhile, back down to the south, Archmage, Ring of Regeneration, and Claws of Attack +6. I mentioned it in the last game. I really like Rings of Regeneration. A lot of players didn't like it. But now, in this particular matchup, or in the last matchup that we saw with Hawk and Fly, those Rings of Regeneration really gave extra seconds of vitality to units and allowed them to stay alive just a little bit longer. All right, Crypt Fiend now looking to make its way back again. We are looking at a quick speed build over here for an expansion. And this classic opening, human expansion versus an undead tech to tier 2, is already underway. Now, the question is going to be, what can the Death Knight really hope to do here? He's trying to slip on through and not get surrounded by all of those footmen. Skeletal minions are also trying to slip on in as well, perhaps get some damage onto the scout tower, but the scout tower is just going to be too easily repaired by all of the peasants here. This Death Knight needs to throw down a Death Coil, save that unit, but yeah, this scout tower is nearly completed, and the Death Knight of Chaemiko realizes, you know what, I cannot stick around here for very much longer. Going back inside the base, though, you can see well, a quick training of that Lich, getting up that slaughterhouse. We should be looking at Crypt Fiends and getting up that first Obsidian statue. And there is just a natural power spike in the Undead army right at tier 2. Getting the Lich, being able to Frost Nova, slow units at a range and pick them off while having access to the Obsidian statue, which provides not only hit points but mana to keep the undead heroes going. Death Knight getting up to level 2, and what we may see is that the human army will sit back and perhaps try and get, well, a Mountain King of its own and do a little bit of creeping as well. Illusion gonna get just puffed into nothing as the Archmage, oh wait, hold on. There's the Archmage, and there is another illusion. So many illusions just running around on the map. Yep, we are looking at this Tuskar warrior, and well, Death Knight trying to join in on the fight. Well, most likely Mango knows that that is just an illusion, can pretty much deduce it right there. There it goes. Lich is out onto the field, gets a little bit of experience, and well, we should be looking at a tech to tier 3 already. Where is that first Obsidian statue? When is it going to be trained? Sometime soon, I believe. As well, in comes the units. There's that Frost Nova that I mentioned early damage, and all of a sudden, in comes the chase. Lich going to be coming back over. Death Knight going to Death Coil that Crypt Fiend again, saving that unit. And now, well, picking off another footman. Damage is adding in rather fast. Death Knight is going to be able to Death Coil and finish off that low hit point footman. No, down to 146. Not enough mana. One more shot. Death Coil. Does have enough mana for the Death Coil. Why not just do it? Crypt Fiend could get off 1 or 2 more shots, though. There it goes. So not needing it. The faster movement speed from the Death Knight allowing for the chase, as we're going to see another Death Coil heal again. All right, Archmage trying to get damage onto that low hit point Crypt Fiend in the back, but it's just simply too far in the back there. Meanwhile, let's see, Denial, I don't know if it actually did deny, as a new Water Elemental is dropped into play. Skeletal Minions, that Crypt Fiend needs to wander away the other side, and not having that first Obsidian statue, really a big issue. Here's that Obsidian statue that I was expecting so long ago. Mango perhaps a little bit late on that Obsidian statue, and that's the reason why the Lich just didn't have enough mana for that Frost Nova when it wanted it. Getting ready for another engagement here. Death Knight now moving back off to the north. Crypt Fiends here ready to finish off units. Yes, Arya? Yep, the Lich is floating. Lich is floating actually a good like 1.5 feet off the ground. I think the Obsidian statues also float, so they must... Yeah, well, what it's not. Are they rolling? Yeah, no, they're floating. They're floating. All right, making their way through Lich, Death Knight. All of these units getting here, ready to engage. Fighting their way through Archmage. Gonna drop some Water Elementals. Footmen are here. Is that well? 2 of those are illusions. Can you tell which one? No, very difficult. And with that, actually. I guess wow, Mango found out very quickly which one is the real one and just focused it down like it was nothing. Now knowing that he can ignore those 2 remaining, ignore those 2 remaining Water Elementals and just let them get finished off. Archmage still coming back across here, but can't stick around for very long. And you're going to see that illusion just get taken down. Death Knight sitting at level 3. Lich sitting at level 1, Mountain King already getting trained up back on the other side as the footmen are going to be coming across here. Lich, does it have enough mana? No, not enough mana for a big Frost Nova, and a nice use of defend right there by Chaemiko, throwing up the shield as the attacks are coming in and then dropping it to really not lose that much movement speed. Good use of micro, individual unit micro, something that, well, you don't really see all that much in StarCraft 2. Coming back around, we are looking at a very expansive second base. A lot of production buildings. It looks like knights could get added in here. And what's strange is that the skeletal minions, I believe they're scouting out the main base. They may not see all of this infrastructure and all of the towers that are sitting at the natural expansion. Meanwhile, we are looking at the Ice Troll Berserker, Ice Troll High Priest. All of these units could get finished off here. Destroyer down to 237 hit points. Are we going to get a Death Coil onto that Destroyer? Yes, we are. Back up to 659 already. All right, Pit Lord. Wow, it is the Pit Lord as a third hero. My daughter called it. I thought it was going to be a Naga Sea Witch or a Dark Ranger. Instead, the Pit Lord is the third hero, and I was not expecting that at all. All right. Yeah. Lich for the second, and then Pit Lord for the third. All right, Destroyer off over here, down to what, 857 hit points. Damage is getting done through by that Archmage. It will have to back off again. There's another Devour Magic, has a little bit of mana, and is going to be able to join in on the fight here. Let's take a look. Destroyer looking to pull back. The Crypt Fiends are trying to push through damage, but this is the classic problem with the Undead Army. Undead Army trying to take down buildings, unable to do so since it is Crypt Fiend heroes and Obsidian statues only. All right, coming back through, are we going to see a Frost Nova? Yes, there's a Frost Nova picking off two of those units in the back. One shot, two shot, there they go. Effective at taking down buildings or units, but not effective at taking down buildings, as the peasants are just working overtime. Death Knight getting in a little bit of mana here. Destroyer still right there, not really getting challenged at all. Stormbolt onto the Pit Lord for no... was the Pit Lord using Rain of Fire, perhaps? Yes, the Rain of Fire right there, just outside of range. Is it getting damage onto that Arcane Tower? Yes, it is as well. And that it prevents the repairing. Perhaps that is the reason why we see the Pit Lord third being able to take out very fortified locations. Pit Lord low on mana, but that's what the Obsidian statues are for right now, as this is also going to turn into a Destroyer timing push. All right, let's take a look. You're going to... 3 Destroyers, Pit Lord, there it goes. So much damage. Pit Lord Destroyers with magic taking down the towers like they're nothing, and damage getting through so quickly. There they go. Multiple towers are lost. Fly machines are trying to make their way over, as well as this other guard tower will get taken down. All right, ready to go in for more damage again. Crypt Fiends are going to try and engage. Destroyers are in the back. Death Knight, are there going to be enough Death Coils? The flying machines are going to be able to keep them at bay. Death Knight looking to pull back, and once you have those Destroyers, 3 Destroyers without mana, well, they are a little bit of a liability at this point. Death Coil trying to save again, as the Pit Lord is going to be forced to pull back. Peasants are just going to constantly repair again, as there's only 1 guard tower that's left. We are looking at 3-1-1 Archmage, Mountain King, Paladin, and we're still looking at, well, Staff of Sanctuary, double Claws of Attack, big damage indeed. Orb of Fire, as the Death Knight uses that Mana Stone to be able to perhaps heal up all of these Destroyers and engage again. All right, there's a big Stormbolt right there. Are we going to see a Death Coil onto that Crypt Fiend? No, yes, we do. But that Orb of Fire really reducing the amount of damage that is right there. Big web pulling down those flying machines as the Destroyers are trying to engage again, and massive damage coming across here. A lot of low hit point flying machines, but are they going to end up getting taken down? Staff of Sanctuary saving a Knight, as unit after unit is falling. 55 to 57. Death Knight gets up to level 4. Pit Lord now at level 2, as the units are fighting every which way. Knights going after the Crypt Fiends, and they're doing damage as well. Paladin, Mountain King. Paladin could get taken down. Yes, Paladin is taken down. Holy Light saves the Mountain King, though, as they're still fighting again. Archmage going after some of those extra units. The Orb of Fire really working overtime as the Knights are trying to get away. We're taking a look. Obsidian statues are all in position. There's a quick web again, and the flying machine going to easily get taken out. Crypt Fiend looking to pull back. 1 burrowed Crypt Fiend still getting healed up again, as it's going to join back in on the fight. Guard tower in position. Pit Lord, Rain of Fire, stopping all of that precious mining once more. Pit Lord needs to get out of that bad situation, though, as the Knights could easily surround. There's another Death Coil, and it looked like the full... No, that was not a full 400 point heal, as the Orb of Fire effect was still there. Mountain King gets up to level 2. Staff of Sanctuary saves another Knight, as the Destroyers are still going again. All right, Crypt Fiend's looking to pull back. Crypt Fiend's low on hit points. Where are they going to dance around to? Low hit point Knight. Is it going to get saved? No. Staff of Sanctuary on cooldown as the Mountain King chasing after, gets a lucky bash on a Crypt Fiend, and did not follow up the attack. Paladin now comes back, Stormbolt onto another Crypt Fiend here. It does have Frost Armor. It may be able to be saved. No, not again, as the Archmage still battling it out, going after Crypt Fiend after Crypt Fiend, slowly but surely getting and opening the way for fly machines to take on destroyers if they're not constantly getting webbed down. All right, Knight now joining in on the fight here. Destroyer, well, 2 destroyers versus 1 fly machine. Not a good fight at all. We're going to see Devour Magic right there, getting hit points and mana back into those units, but the Water Elemental still finishes that unit off. Knight trying to make its way back down. 45 supply compared to 37, trying to hide back inside the base. More Staff of Sanctuary being used, Clarity Potion as well. Fly machines are right here as Rain of Fire being, well, called in to cause more problems. Lich still off to the side here, a little bit of healing going on. Ring of Regeneration working as the Death Knight, well, stays at level 4. Lich at 3, Pit Lord at 3, Death Knight is at 4, taking this opportunity to get a little bit more experience, get a little bit more gold. 1 obsidian statue in the back here. Footman still doing a scout as we are seeing more Crypt Fiends join in on the fight. Knights, however, going to creepjack his opponent at this point as the Pit Lord is going to be forced to retreat. Stormbolt onto the Pit Lord. Pit Lord is in serious trouble. Orb of Fire effect is on him, greatly reducing the amount of healing that is being done. And that Pit Lord able to escape. 1 destroyer, and that is it. Knights now trying to make their way through. Pit Lord trying to chase after a low hit point Footman. Defend is up, but it does not protect against the Pit Lord's attacks or that Lich attack. Web quickly being thrown on the fly machines. Destroyers trying to engage here. Do they have enough mana to really do anything helpful as the, well, Rain of Fire causing problems across those Pit Lords on the side here. More damage coming across, down to 500 some odd hit points as another destroyer going to see to the skies and finish off more of those units. That splash damage causing major problems there as you can see them getting taken down again. Crypt Fiend going to get taken down. Mountain King now up to level 3. Paladin at level 2 using that Divine Shield with that Ring of Regeneration, healing up rather nicely. Death Knight could be in trouble. Death Knight does have a Scroll of Town Portal, transfers a Potion of Invulnerability instead as the Pit Lord Frost Nova melts that Knight there, or freezes that Knight. Lich going to go ahead and continue fighting their way through. Low hit point Water Elemental. Is it going to get taken down? Devour Magic could just finish off that unit. There it goes. Gets a little bit more hit points, a little bit more mana. Stormbolt not available onto the Death Knight as of yet, as they're going to try to fight back on Blight. Death Knight finally back on Blight, able to heal, selling those Scourge Bone Chimes, and I didn't see what the other item was, as the Death Knight now makes its way back out. 45 supply compared to 48. Major hero advantage for the Undead army. 4-4-3 right now, going up against, I believe, a 4-3-2. Actually, I guess I wouldn't call that major, as the Mountain King just got to level 3. Coming back across is gonna. Wow, Death Knight, 25 experience, shy. 54 over 70 supply, a good amount. Well, there is some absorb mana ready to go, trying to finish off some flying machines. There you have it. There's a Water Elemental and level 5 on the Death Knight. That's the last thing you wanted to see, accidentally giving your opponent level 5 from a summoned unit. All right, let's take our looks back around. Flying machines, the destroyers have a small window of opportunity. They are so anti-magic that they have negative mana regeneration, hence the reason why they can't hold their mana for very long. All right, Crypt Fiend going to get Storm Bolted right there. Is it going to get Death Coiled? No, it does, but even a level 3 Death Coil barely able to fully heal up that Crypt Fiend, as that Orb of Fire has greatly reduced the amount of damage there. Knight, Death Coil saves again. Flying machines are engaging once more. Rain of Fire, as the flying machines are forced to make evasive maneuvers to dodge all of that damage once again. Low hit point units everywhere, every which way. I can't even tell which low hit point unit that is, as we're looking at the Archmage still trying to take down units again. All right, Death Knight, Stormbolt, this could be a problem. Down goes the Death Knight. Yes, it does. Level 3 on the Paladin, and with that loss of a level 5 Death Knight, things have shifted. Staff of Sanctuary saving another low hit point unit. Mountain King, Crypt Fiend gonna end up getting taken down. As you can see, the Sundering Blades dealing massive damage here. Death Knight gonna get resurrected at the tavern. There's one obsidian statue to provide support, but the Knights could just continue that chase a little bit longer. Death Knight now back out onto the field, ready to join in on the fight. 51 supply compared to 44, and that is an expensive hero to try and resurrect. Making the plays here. Well, Archmage going to make its way back over, drops a Water Elemental, Pit Lord raining down, but doesn't want to stick around for too long as the Mountain King could get enough mana to cause problems. There's a bash onto the Death Knight. Death Knight uses that Scroll of Town Portal in time this time, as all the units will teleport away before they can finish off any of those other units. Now, Pit Lord is sitting at 4. Archmage 4-3-3, almost at 5 as well. And with this, we may be able to have the human army actually clear out some other creep camps as well. A little bit lighting up of the pressure, but no, it's not going to happen. Fly machines are going to catch this. Are the units going to come back around? Well, trying to go after the 655 creep camp. Level 5 on the Archmage would be huge to give level 3 water elementals more hit points as well. Archmage, where is it going? It is still trying to do some more creeping here, as this one expansion looks like it could get taken down. If Chaemiko may actually throw an NWS here, and not worth saving on that expansion. If he pulls back with this Archmage, he's going to be able to get a good amount of experience here. Meanwhile, these buildings here, with the units that you see, are not really dealing that much damage. He has a lot of time to creep. If he uses his time wisely, level 4 on the Mountain King and level 3 on that Paladin, if he gets to level 4, even long, oh come on, pick up that Tome of Agility, now making its way through, what are the other units going to do? The expansion only has 2 minutes of mining left here, and yeah, it looks like Chaemiko is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw an NWS. It's not worth saving, and I may actually be able to win the war if I let myself lose that little bit of territory. A questionable move. We'll see if it pays off for him, as the units are now making their rounds out. Mountain King sitting at level 4 right now. Paladin, if it can get to 4, oh, another creep camp to clear up. And yeah, this is a massive race to clear up difficult creep camps. Knight's gonna get cleared up. Are we see Paladin should be the only one engaging, since the Mountain King really cannot level up that much. We also see a giant squadron of flying machines here ready to go. This base, yeah, a fleet. No, the right word is squadron in this instance. All right, not a fleet. Fleets refer to boats. Squadrons refer to aircraft. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and coming across here. Flying machines, Stormbolt onto that Crypt Fiend, getting caught out of position. Flying machines really want to flank. They have that +2 damage, as well as a Scroll of Town Portal quickly being used to save all of those units there. Down, away they go, whisked away. Mining, only about 30 seconds left on both sides. As well, flying machines, are we going to get, well, armor upgrades too? Peasants going to try and perhaps build up an expansion off over here, and all of the major creep camps have been cleared. All right, flying machines, devotion aura, and endurance aura, or damage aura from those war drums. That is going to be big damage indeed, essentially giving 1/1 upgrades to every unit. Equaling the 2/2 upgrades, as we may perhaps be trying to take down some of these acolytes. Mountain King gets in a nice easy bash here. Some ghouls off over here trying to get into position, as well as the armies going to try and engage. Oh, an army of illusion crypt fiends making their way back out. Fly machines going to make their way over, going to go ahead and try and take down some of those units again. There is that rain of fire. The fly machines trying to dodge all of that damage. Ghouls coming in from the back. Archmage should be dropping in some water elementals. Not quite sure why it isn't, but perhaps wants to make sure all of the destroyers are gone first. Now that the destroyers are gone, we should be looking at water elementals. Pit Lord, level 4, was killed. Staff of Sanctuary saves a knight, and I think this game is coming to an end. Archmage finally drops the water elemental, but gets melted away rather fast. Level 5 onto the Lich, only to see it get taken out as well, and that is the end of that. A beautiful game going back and forth, but Mango ultimately losing in the end. Chaemiko actually sacrificing his expansion to clear up 3 creep camps, getting him higher level heroes, and being able to take the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.